Let's now talk about road accidents and road safety. Here in Accra, over 320 people died from road crashes between 2016 and 2018, while over 1,400 sustained serious injuries. These figures were contained in the 2019 Road Safety Report by the Accra Metropolitan Assembly. Launching the second AMA Road Safety Report Thursday, consultant Dr. Raphael Bafo-Ewa stressed the need for strong efforts to improve road safety in Accra. There is more in the following report.
The Greater Accra region, according to the Motor Traffic and Transport Department reports, have over the years topped the chart in road accidents across the country. As part of activities to change this tag, the Accra Metropolitan Assembly last year launched the Road Safety Report as part of surveillance and action plans to fight avoidable deaths. This year's findings show the crashes in Accra alone increased from 1,248 in 2017 to 1,812 in 2018, resulting in 327 deaths. Raphael Bafo-Ewa is the AMA Road Safety Report consultant.
The findings actually show that in the Accra metropolitan area, there were 130 deaths. Right, there are 130 people who died as a result of a road traffic crash. And the point is that a lot of these deaths, or almost all of these deaths, are preventable. So to lose 130 people because of, a road traffic crash is something we all have to be concerned about. But particularly also, the reports found that there were more males who died than females. So about 4 out of 5 deaths were among males relative to females. Also, when it comes to road user type, when we say road user type, the different types of people who are using the road, it showed that pedestrians were more affected by road traffic crashes.
The report further stated that motorcycle accidents contributed 22% of total accidents in 2018 alone. Speaking at the launch, the Chief Executive Officer of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, Mohammed Ejay Sowan, said the economic consequence of road deaths and cost of treatment for several casualties is a concern for city administrators, hence the need for collaborative efforts to clamp down on road traffic offenders.
One of the key contributing factors to the recklessness leading to injuries and fatalities on our road is as a result of overspeeding. So in the next couple of weeks, we are waging a war on overspeeding. We are launching an active campaign to address those issues. And whilst we mount an education, the police MTTD department collaborating with us will also be doing enforcement alongside.
The 2019 AMA Road Safety Report advised pedestrians and cyclists to be extra cautious as 84% of deaths were road users. Henry Kwesibedu's report for JoyNews.
Well, some pedestrians here in Accra who spoke to JoyNews earlier today blamed frequent knockdown by vehicles on inadequate road safety features on highways in the city.
This way is a highway. Coming from the other end, the cars, they do run a lot on store speed because we know the main traffic lights are ahead. So before getting here, there's this a woman and his son crossing. This woman, when they are holding their son, try to cross, it's a little bit difficult for them. So all of a sudden, one car was trying to overtake us past the other lane. Bam! It hit the woman and a little child. So we're all saying, ow, 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 ow. So I think if the government can do this zebra crossing here, when coming from the other end, you know that there's a zebra crossing here. So you have to slow down for the people to pass. As there's no zebra crossing here, sometimes these our Ghana that the drivers, they don't respect the traffic lights. Yes, these are trotro drivers, and I think there must be more education on this zebra crossing and the traffic light. For if the most people are the trotro drivers, they must educate them about the zebra crossing and the traffic light.
I can say that most of the time the traffic light doesn't work. And a lot of people stand here, even in the daytime and in the evening time. And what happens is that when they are to cross, the police may even be around, but their focus is on arresting the offending drivers. I don't feel safe at all.
So let's explore the matter further, and joining me in the studio is Reverend Cyril Benedict Crabb, who is road safety advocate and president of the Accident Victim Support Ghana. Good to see you, Cyril. Also, Olivia Mamle Obuabang. I nearly said Obuabing, is ambassador of Accident Victim Support in the U.S. They both joined in the discussion this afternoon. Good to see you.
Thank you.
And let me see you're doing a good job. First, let me start with Cyril. Cyril, how has the journey been so far, advocating, ensuring that we have carnages on our roads reduced, ensuring that road users are safe?
Thank you very much, and good evening to Ghana, and also everybody who is supporting to minimize road carnages on our roads and highways in the country. The journey has not been that good, but I can say so far, so good, because road safety is a shared and collective responsibility. Road safety is not only the responsibility of the authority alone. Everybody in Ghana who uses the road, everybody in Ghana who uses anything called transport is an advocate. Everybody must get involved. Road safety is doing its best, maximum best. We are out there promoting, collaborating. We are out there ensuring that we educate drivers on recklessness. We are educating drivers and pedestrians on how they can have measures, the measure they will use to cross our road, that we wouldn't have any problem at all when it comes to crashes. You know, so the journey, in fact, I mean, in effect, is very, very okay. It's just that we need every hand on board. We need the media, we need the government, we need pastors, we need clergy, everybody to come on board so that we will help advocate and minimize road carnages in our country.
Mamle.
Olivia, you've been supporting this. Let me see what's driving you from the U.S. all the way to come and support this good cause.
Somewhere last year I lost my brother, and it was because of some hospital negligence and everything. Even prior to that, I had seen many things. Even myself experienced one time I broke my foot. I went to the hospital, and the nurses were absolutely negligent. And so when I saw what he had started, I really wanted to join in, because over there, as I'm a nurse practitioner as well over there, and so that passion is already there. And also seeing how people are in need of, you know, it doesn't have to be just funds. Even hospital beds, even something as small as a needle for an injection was a problem, where people would have to go out to buy a needle just to get an injection. And so that's what, you know, stirred up my passion towards this.
Okay. Cyril, so what have you been doing over the period to support these, for instance, accident victims?
Personally, with accident victims support, it came out of the advocacy that I started, which road safety has been in support. I realized that we in Ghana, we only talk about the carnages. We don't talk about the effect it has on victims. Now, victims go through a lot of difficulties when it comes to hospital, being on admission and paying for your hospital bills, coming to them, I mean, reintegrating back to society. Some of the injuries that they go through, it even leaves them not to go back to work again. Some of them are totally broken down. And for all you know, these people are the breadwinners of their families. So I came to a point that, okay, we understand that Ghana, the insurance is not working, which is a fact. When the third party, if the third party is working, pedestrians or individuals who get involved in these crashes would be helped. But there is nothing like that. There is nothing like a social intervention by the government helping any victim of road crashes. And for 10 years advocating, I go to the hospitals and I see that road crashes victims suffers a lot. I see people come there and they can't even pay for hospital bills. I see people who have been left there at the hospitals and they have to work within the hospitals, beg people for money to pay for, I mean, after treatment, so that they will be discharged. So then I went back, I'm a pastor, so I went back to prayer and I asked God what to do as part of what I'm doing.
And luckily for you, Olivia came in to support.
Not Olivia alone. Actually, Olivia came in to help outside the country.
Okay.
I've not traveled yet. You know how visa issues are. I've not traveled yet, but there are other people down here who are helping, most especially if I'll mention just one of them, Yahweh Temple, ICGC, East Legon. They have been supporting. In fact, they've helped me tremendously.
Okay, so exactly what have you been doing to support these victims?
We try to defray the cost of admission, fees. We also try to see how best we can reintegrate them back to society through counseling, to building them up, maybe doing some stores, or getting them some petty jobs to do, so that they will not remember what they've been through, the ordeal. And then lastly, we also try to at least see those who we can give a bit of a scholarship. Accident Victim Support Ghana, we see how we can measure some scholarship scheme for them, for the awards who are
you
probably
haven't done that yet.
We are on the move. We are on the move.
So you want to make Olivia an ambassador?
Sure.
When is that?
On Sunday, Olivia has released a single. She's an artist, a gospel artist. First, she's a preacher, and she has been singing outside the country and has been supporting our foundation. So we discussed it, and I asked her if she can come down. We can make her an ambassador so that she can get that power of attorney to be soliciting for funds to support the foundation. Now, with the 6-year-old he's talking about, we even have to suffer getting, we are currently soliciting for funds for artificial legs.
For that 6-year-old.
For that 6-year-old.
So, Olivia, how does this come across to you? You're being going to be made ambassador. It's a tough job, you know that.
I believe it's an honor as well. I've had my own share of tough jobs. Okay. Like I mentioned, I'm a nurse practitioner, and so I've seen a whole lot. It's just that over there we have the insurances that you will come in and help, but unfortunately over here we don't have that, and that's where our help comes in. And I believe there are people out there who are willing to support. It depends on how you're presenting and what you're using the funds or whatever they give you for. And once they see that it's benefiting people, they'll go all out.
They'll go all out. I want to thank you so much for coming,
Thank
Reverend
you so
Cyril
much.
Benedict Crab, and I wish you well in what you're doing. Olivia Mamle Obuaban, and you're releasing.
Nobody gets it right the first time.
You're single on Sunday. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
On Sunday. So you've heard that, and he says it's a collective responsibility. You and I need to be part of making sure there are no road carnages on our roads.